Good afternoon, students. This is Van Prasad, working as assistant professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering in MDR College of Engineering and Technology. Today, we will discuss about engine lathe and specifications and accessories of lathe machines. So, these three topics we will discuss for today. So, comes to in our previous lecture, we will discuss about define a lathe machine and what are the specifications, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, what are the basic principles we are used in lathe machines, and what are the applications we can use in lathe machines. We will discuss about in our previous lecture. So today we will discuss about define engine lathe and specifications and what are the accessories. So see here, first of all, once again I am repeating here, what is the lathe machine? Lathe is one of the machine which removes the metal from a piece of work to require shape and size. It's known as the lathe machine. Lathe is one type of machine it is which removes the metal from the workpiece one to get to required shape and size is known as the lathe machine. Lathe is one of the most important machine tool in the metalworking. Comes to in metalworking, so it is the lathe machine is one of the very important one. So in industry, so a lathe operations on the principle of rotating workpiece and a fixed tool work. So lathe operates on the principle of rotating workpiece and a fixed cutting tool work. So machine should lathe operation is it is based on the rotating a workpiece and a fixed cutting tool fix on the lathe machine. It is one of the operation one. It is one of the principle one. The principle of rotating workpiece and a fixed tool we can use it on the lathe machine, lathe operation work. A cutting tool is fitted into the workpiece, so which rotates about its own axis one, causing the workpiece to be formed to the desired shape one. A cutting tool is fitted into the workpiece one automatically, which rotates it about its own axis one. The cutting tool rotates its own axis one and remove the metal from the workpiece one to get a desired shape one. So this one we can call as the lathe machine one. Lathe machine also we can call as the mother or father of the entire tool family work. So lathe machine also we can call as mother and father of the entire tool family work. So it is one of the introduction about the lathe one. Lathe is one of the machine one which is used to remove the metal from the workpiece to get required shape and size one. So this one we can call as lathe machine. Lathe is one of the machine tools in the industry one. So lathe operation in basic operates basic lathe operation is the lathe basic principle is a rotating workpiece and a fixed cutting tool we are used in the lathe machine work. So it is one of the normal introduction. So next one we can see what is the major function of lathe one. What is the function of lathe one? Lathe is remove excess material in the form of chip by rotating the workpiece against the stationary cutting tool. So what is the function of the lathe means? Lathe is remove the excess metal in form of the chip one. So the removed material we can call as the lathe is remove the material one. The removed material we can call as the chip one. In the form of chip, it is remove the material one. So by rotating the workpiece against a stationary cutting tool work. So it is the function of the lathe work. So what is the industrial revolution demanded? The industrial revolution is demanded. Some of the demand in industries there are some demand on the lathe machine. What are the demands? Means more production work you can get here for precision, change in the manufacturing process one, lead to the development of high speed work, specific purpose lathe this one. So industry they are demanded these ones more production. So in lathe portion we can get the more production, more precision we can see, change in manufacturing process, change in different types of operations we can see on lathe machine, lead to development of high speed. So high speed they want to develop a lathe machine in a high speed one. In present one we can see normal speed one, but they need more speed one. They need the more speed one automatically. The work is go for very fast speed one. So for one day they can get the more production one. So that's why they are developed for the high speed one. Special purpose lathes also. So some of the lathes, some of the special parts manufacturing purpose they use it for special lathe work. So that purpose also they are demanded to develop these kind of operations in lathe machine one. So what are the major parts about the lathe machine? So lathe machine is also known as the central lathe because it has two centers because which the job can be held and rotated. So the lathe machine also we can call as central lathe because it has two centers between the which the job can be held and rotated. So the major parts of the lathe machines are so bed. Next one is headstock, tailstock, and carriage wheel. So these are the major parts for the lathe machine. First one is bed. It is the basic one. Headstock, right side one. Left side one. Tailstock, right side one. Carriage, middle one. So these four are major parts for the lathe machine. Lathe machine also we can call as center lathe. Why? Because we have two centers in this one. So it is a major part. So next one we can see working principle of lathe machine. The lathe is a machine tool which to hold the workpiece between the two rigid and strong supports is called as centers. So the workpiece is we are holding here. The work is holding between the two rigid and strong supports one. That one we can call as the centers or in a check or face plates which resolves. So that is the one of the point one. The cutting tool is rigidly held and is supported in a tool post one. So the cutting tool is rigidly held and supporting a tool post one. Cutting tool is supporting for the tool post one, which is feed against the revolving work. So which is feed against the revolving work. The normal cutting operations are performed with the cutting tool. So the normal operation is performed with the cutting tool. Feed either parallel or at right angle to the axis of the work. The normal cutting tool operation are performed with the cutting tool one and feed either parallel or it may be rigid angles to the axis of the work. So it is a working principle. Lathe is one of the machine tool one. The workpiece between two supports onwards. The workpiece we are fixing one here. So fixing here the two supports one we can call as the centers. So the cutting tool is rigidly held and supporting here. The cutting tool is rigidly held and supported in a tool post one. So that is the major point here. Now, which is feed against the revolving work. The normal cutting operation are performed with the cutting tool feed either parallel. So the cutting tool in operation or it is performed maybe in parallel or it may be right angles to the axis of the work. So it is one of the basic principle of the lathe machine. So see here headstock this one. Left side we can see headstock. So next one we can see tailstock. See it is workpiece work. Two strong supports onwards. So the workpiece is we are fitting here. So that's why we can call as it is a center work, lead center. So that's why we can call as the lathe machine is one of the centers. So next one is you see here headstock, tailstock, it is the lathe spindle one. It is a lathe spindle. The spindle will be rotating here. So it is a dead center one. We can call as it is a tool. By using the tool to cut the workpiece or to remove the workpiece. So that one we can call as lathe machine one. So next one is we have the types of lathes one. The types of lathes. Recently we are discussing about engine lathe one. So see here engine lathe one. So that is the introduction of the lathe. Lathe is one of the machine which is used to remove the metal from the workpiece to get a desired shape and size is known as the lathe machine. So lathe machine that is in previous slide is the working principle. So comes to in this slide one we discuss about engine lathe. The most common form of lathe is so motor driving and comes in large variety of sizes and shapes is not production lathe found in the school shops one. So the mostly this one we can see in the most of the high production rates onwards we can see these kind of operations one. So we cannot found in the school shops one. General shops one we cannot see this kind of lathe machines. General shops, so roadsides we cannot see this kind of lathe operations, lathe machines also. Mostly we can see in the mass production one. So the most common form of the lathe, it is also more motor driven and comes in large variety of sizes and shapes one. So in this one, motor driven one, it comes. So in this lathe machine, by using this kind of lathe machines, we can get variety of size and shapes one. Shapes of the material we can get here. So ఈ lathe machine use చేయడం వల్ల ఏంటంటే so finally we can get different size of shapes. So the workpiece we can get so different shape and size one. So ఈ lathe use చేయడం వల్ల కామన్ షేప్స్ కాకుండా కామన్ షేప్ అండ్ సైజ్ కాకుండా కొంచెం different part of shape and size we can get in this type of engine lathe. So that is a major point here. So it is we can mostly these kind of engine lathe we use it in the mass production. These kind of lathe machines we cannot see in the general shops one. So that is the engine lathe. So see here the engine lathe, it is probably the most widely used type of lathe. So it is the mostly widely used type of lathe one. This one, it is the headstock is bigger one, bigger in size one. So a headstock spindle may be receive the power provided different speeds of this spindle one. So see here, the headstock is bigger size one. This is a headstock. So the headstock is bigger size one. So headstock spindle may receive the power. So provided different speed to the spindle one. So get the power one, receive the power one to provide a different speed to the spindle one. So it gives the different speed to the spindle one. That is the point here. So the lathe is also known as geared head lathe one. So this lathe also we can call as geared head lathe. We can call as why? Because in this lathe one we can see some of the gears. We can use it 1, 2, 3. So we can see the gears one. So that's what we can call as it is a geared head lathe machine one. So engine lathe also we can call as the geared head lathe machine. So next one we can see so modern engine lathe. So modern engine lathe, it is one of the electric motor one. The tolerance of we can see tolerance about the lathe machines means engine lathe machines 0.001 inches. The tolerances we can see on engine lathe one 0.001 inches one. We can use it in multi-screws one. Graver head, variable spindle speed, rotation, variable spindle speed we can see in this lathe machine one. Variable and accurate speed, cool mover. We can see these kind of specifications in engine lathe one, modern engine lathe one. So is the engine lathe diagram one. So next one we can see modern engine lathe one. So see here is the big size of the engine lathe one. Mostly this kind of engine lathe one we can use it in mass production only. So headstock we can see bigger size one. So this one, it is a major difference here. So it is one of the engine lathe one. So next one we can see another topic is first slide is we will discuss about engine lathe one. So what is the engine lathe one? What is the function of engine lathe one? What is the working principle of engine lathe one? So next topic is we will discuss about engine lathe one. Define engine lathe one. What is the working of engine lathe one? So next topic is specification. Third topic is specifications of lathe one. So some of the specifications we can see on lathe one. So what are the specifications? Means first of all, height of centers. We can see some of the height centers we can see on lathe meters. So type of bed, straight, semi gap, or gap one. These kind of beds we can see on lathe one. These kind of beds also we can use it on lathe one. Center distance. So these are the first of the height centers one. So next one is swing over bed one. Swing over cross slide one, swing in gap one, gap in front of this face place one. So these are the second one is swing over bed we can see, swing over cross slide we can see, swinging gap we can see, gap in front of face place we can see. That is the second specification. Comes to the third specification is spindle. Spindle speed range one. That is the third specifications. So this third specification onwards we can see spindle speed one, speed range, spindle nose, spindle bore, taper nose. So these are the third specifications. Third specifications you can see on spindle. First one is height of the centers. The second one is spin overhead over bedwork. Third one is spindle speed. So spindle noise, spindle board, taper nose. So it is the one of the specifications, three specifications. Next one is another specifications of the lathe means, so see metric thread pitches, you can see lead screw pitch, longitudinal feeds, cross feeds one. This is the fourth one. In fourth one specifications, we can see metric thread pitches one. So next one is fifth one. Fifth specification is cross slide travel one. So it is a fifth specification one. So slide travel one, cross slides travel we can see, top slide travel we can see, full section also we can see. So it is a fifth specification one, cross slide travels you can see. Next one is sixth one is tailstock steel travel. Next one is taper in steel board one you can see. Tailstock is the sixth specification. Comes to seventh specification, motor horsepower and RPM. So we have engine, we have the motor we are using one. In motor horsepower, we are calculating the speed one. The speed is always in RPM one. So next one is eighth specification is nothing but shipping dimensions. So shipping dimensions are very, very important one. So next one is length, width, height, weight. So these are the shipping dimensions we can see on lathe machine. So it is the 8 specifications. So these 8 specifications we are using in the lathe machine. First of all, height of the cylinders. Second one is spin over bed one. Third one is spindle speeds ranges one. Next one is fourth one is metric thread pitches one. Next one is cross slide travel one. Sixth one is tailstock steel travel one. Seventh one is motor horsepower one. Eighth one is shipping dimensions. So these are the specifications of the lathe. These are the very important specifications in lathe. Next one we can see lathe accessories. So next topic is lathe accessories. Lathe accessories are very important in any type of lathe work. So it plays the key role in engines. So lathe accessories are generally divided into 2 categories. The first one is work holding devices. Next one is comes to cutting one. So cutting one, tool holding devices we can see. So comes to your work holding devices. It is a supporting based on the supporting and driving devices one. Work holding devices they are classified into 2 types. This one based on the cutting tool. So cutting holding devices they are classified into some of the types in this one. So it is a work holding devices. It is a tool holding devices. So what are the work holding devices means? Lathe centers. Work holding devices these are lathe centers, checks, face plates. Next one is mandrels, study and follower rest one, lathe ducts one, and drive plates. So these are the work holding devices you can see on lathe machine. What are the cutting one? What are the tool holding devices one? So in work one, in supporting purpose, work holding devices that one. It comes to in cutting one, tool holding devices. So we have that one is straight and opposite tool holders. Straight and opposite tool holders you can see. Threading tool holders, boring bars. Next one is turret type tool post. So these are the tool holding devices. So these are the work holding devices. So we will start about work holding devices one. First of all, so lathe accessories onwards. The first one is we will discuss about work holding devices. Various work holding attachments such as 3-jaw checks, collects, and centers can be held in the spindle one. So various work holding attachments we can see, and we can see 3 jaws. So that are checks, collects, and centers can be held in the spindle one. So next one is work is held in the lathe with the number of methods. The work is held in the lathe with the number of methods. Number of methods we can see the work is held in the lathe one. So next one is between the 2 centers The workpiece is driven by the device is called as the dog one. Between the two centers, the workpiece is driven by a device. So device, so driven by a device is called as the dog one. This method is suitable for parts with high length to diameter ratio. So this is suitable for the high length to diameter ratio. So it is one of the points. So next one is three-jaw self-centering check is used for most operations on cylindrical work parts. So three-jaw is mostly used for, first of all, we are discussing about in work holding devices. Three-jaw one. Three-jaw is self-centering checks used for most operations on cylindrical work parts. So three-jaw is mostly used for the cylindrical work parts only. For parts with a high length to diameter ratio, the part is supported by the center on the other end. So high length to the diameter ratio purpose, mostly you can use it for three-jaw. Three-jaw is mostly suitable for, or mostly you can use it for cylindrical work parts. So that is the point one. The collector consists of tubular bushing with longitudinal slits. Collects are used to grabs and hold bar stock work. A collector of exact diameter is required to match any bar or stock diameter. So it is one of the collector consists. You can use the collector. This collector consists of tubular bushing with the longitudinal slits. The collector used to grabs and the hold bar stock. That is the point one here. So a collector of exact diameter is required to match any bar stock diameter. So this is one of the major important for the three-jaw work. A face plate is a device used to grab spots with the irregular shapes. Now, face plate is one of the device one. So face plate, why we can use it a face plate means, so the face plate is used to grab spots with the irregular shapes one. So it is one of the holding devices, three-jaw. So next one is, first one is mandrels. So the first work holding devices is mandrel. So it is workpiece one, it is solid mandrel, the gauge gang mandrel, this cone mandrel. So mandrels we have the three types one. The first one is solid mandrel, the gang mandrel, this cone mandrel. So it is workpiece work. This one we can call as workpiece. Is a taper mandrel. It's a flat. So see, it is taper mandrel. This one is workpiece one. In workpiece we are fixing with the mandrel. This one is one of the solid mandrel one. This one is gang mandrel. This one. So see, there is stripe mandrel. We can see here. This is workpiece one. So next one is cone mandrel. So cone mandrel. See here. This is cone shape one. So that's what it is called as a cone mandrel one. So it is mandrel cone one. It is workpiece one. These are the different type of mandrels. There are types of mandrels to work holding devices for turning. So for turning purpose, we can use this type of mandrels. These mandrels are usually mounted between the centers on a lathe. So that mandrel is basically it is fit on the center of the lathe. Both the cylindrical and the end of the faces of the workpiece can be machined. So both of the cylindrical and the end face of the workpiece can be machined here, mandrels. Whereas in B and C only, the cylindrical surface can be machined. The B and C is the mostly we can use it for cylindrical surface purpose only. Cylindrical surfaces mission purpose only we can use it. B and the C one, gang mandrel and cone mandrels. B and C only, the cylindrical surfaces can be machined here. These two ones. So it is the mandrels one. So see here. Mandrel is used held in the hollow and drill workpiece one. See, it is workpiece one, it is mandrel. So it is the first one is a solid mandrel. This one we can call as solid mandrel. So next one we can see lathe centers also. We can see the work to be turned. So lathe centers. Then lathe centers is very important. Work to be turned between the centers. So the work is turned between the centers only. Must have center hole drilled in each end one. So each end we have the hole drilled in each end one. So it is provided bearing surfaces. So it provides the bearing surfaces one. Next one is support during cutting one. So it is lathe centers is it is support the during cutting purpose. So the most common have solid modes taper shank one. So 60-degree centers steel with the carbide tips one. We can see here the most common solid modes taper shank 60-degree centers. We can see steel with carbide tips one. So next one is carry to adjust and lubricate stationarily. So it is carried to adjust the lubricants. So it is the carbide inset one. This one we can call as carbide inset one. So it is the lathe centers. So the centers are the work to be turned between the centers. So the must and should the work may be turned in centers only. Must have the centers hold drilled in each end one. So it is called as lathe centers. Next one we have also another one holding device also. So next one is chucks. Chuck it is used extensively for work for machinery operation. It is extensively the chucks is used for work holding devices only. The work large or unusual shapes. So by using this one, so we can get on work large or unusual shape purpose. We can use the chucks one. The most commonly used lathe chucks are 3-jaw universal one, 4-jaw independent one, collective chucks one. So chucks are very important one. So in 3-jaw first class we are discussing about in work holding devices. First one we are discussing about 3-jaw universal one, 4-jaw and collective chucks. So next class we will discuss about the chucks and another work holding devices and tool holding devices. Thank you. It is our today class. Today class we will discuss about define a lathe machine and what are the function of lathe machine, what are the working principle of lathe machine. Next one we will discuss about next topic. The second topic is we will discuss about engine lathe, define engine lathe, what are the working principle of engine lathe. So next one our topic is we will discuss about lathe specifications. What are the specifications we can see we have in lathe machines. So next fourth topic is we will discussing now lathe accessories. So lathe accessories are generally classified into two types. The first one is work holding devices, tool holding devices. So in work holding devices we were discussing about lathe centers. So next one is mandrels. Next one is chucks. So these six are three types: 3-jaw chucks, 3-jaw, 4-jaw, and collective chucks. So it is our today class. Next class we will discuss about 3-jaw, 4-jaw, and collective chucks, and the work holding devices also we will discuss in next class. Thank you all.